Started off the afternoon dropping my brand new little Samsung earbud down an elevator shaft. First time I've ever dropped an earbud in years. This one made a perfect shot in that little 1-inch gap and dropped 27 floors. So I left a message with the condo office. She said they're gonna inspect the elevators next week. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll find it down there and we'll see if it survived the drop. I'm heading up the street on the 8-baht old school bus here to go get some copies. Get ready to head immigration next week. I still prefer a nice air-conditioned VTS, but if the bus is pulling up right as I'm standing there, yeah, I'll jump on. 5-minute ride up the street, not a big deal. And that yellow building is YouTuber Mark Wien's Pat Krapow restaurant, Pet Mark. And he just opened, I think it's called Big Burger Mark, up on Soy 28. Pretty good hamburger. Pet Mark you'll find in the Ekamai bus station parking lot right on Sukhumvit. So that worked out fine. Just jump on the bus, that blue bus there, that's the one to Pattaya. But just jump on the city bus and the lady will come around shaking the little coin shaker. There's another Pattaya bus. I still haven't figured out what the fare is, and I've rode the bus a dozen times or more. Sometimes it's 10 baht, sometimes it's 12. Air conditioned is a little bit more. That you tell them where you're going and they charge you accordingly. This time I handed her 10 baht and she handed me back 2. So I don't know. They all seem to stop at the same bus stops, just right at the BTS, but maybe it's a time of day thing. Not sure. Typical rainy season here in Bangkok. I just looked out the curtains. It was still kind of sunny 15 minutes ago, and I opened them, saw it was getting darker, and it's pouring rain, and it's actually windy. You can see the rain kind of blowing in all different directions. So that's how quick the rain will come up. It is like a little after 5 p.m. So this is the time it normally starts, which is, of course, the time I'm heading out in the next hour and a half. So hopefully things will calm down. Yeah, just went from a nice sunny afternoon to 500, less than 800 feet of visibility. That building you can barely see across the way, that is not far from me at all. And about 20-30 minutes later, we're kind of right back to normal. That's how hard these little weather fronts come into Bangkok. It's about 7:15 on a Thursday night, and I'm heading over to Soy 33 to a place called Propaganda. My buddy's having a little party over there. I'm gonna head over and hang out for a little bit. It's starting to rain, so hopefully my motorbike will show up. That's the thing. If it's sprinkling, raining at all, yeah, I always wait till I'm downstairs before I order my bike, because sometimes they're here in 1 or 2 minutes. But I need to start getting in the habit of ordering that thing upstairs, because I've been waiting 12 minutes for this bike, and he is finishing a ride and then he'll come over here. Also, a real quick note, YouTube is changing the rules on how they place ads on videos. Before, you have a choice of clicking make my ads skippable or non-skippable, and I always put skippable. I get it. That's how we make a little bit of money from the ads, but I'm also a fan of YouTube, and I like to skip through those ads if I don't have YouTube Premium. But coming up in the near future, we're not going to have a choice. So if you see a non-skippable ad on my channel, it's because YouTube demanded it that way. It wasn't me. And that worked out. I didn't get too wet. That is the top of Soy 33, Sukhumvit, and we're going right down this alley. Your landmark is the Pan Pan Italian restaurant, right across from the Lotus Hotel. But Pan Pan Italian, just 50 feet down the way on the left. Propaganda. And I've never tried the Pan Pan. Every time I walk by, it seems to be packed. So I have to put that on the list. Here's the Jasmine snack bar and karaoke in this little side soy of 33. There's a bunch of little karaoke places down the way. We're heading to Propaganda down on the left. And here it is. Another little place just 10 feet away, the Hideaway. Yeah, we're having a pretty good time here at Propaganda. It's not raining outside, so that's good. We got a birthday cake for Rose from the Netherlands. Hey, so that was a pretty good time. My new buddy Tom owns Propaganda. I didn't know he owns the Laughing Tiger. We're on Soy 33, and over on 33/1, right behind that building, is the Robin Hood, O'Shea's, the Royal Oak. O'Shea's one of my favorite. Right across from O'Shea's is the Laughing Tiger, and he owns both these bars. So that's nice to know. Good guy. And everybody took off over to Stellas. It's Thursday night, so it's ladies' night over at Sing Sing. Not my favorite, but they're gonna head over to have some free drinks. We're in the touristy tuk-tuk, but I don't think he had much to do on a Thursday night, so he's running us over to Stellas bar for 100 baht. Here's Sukhumvit on 11:30 on a Thursday night. Thank you so much. Yeah, so he raced us up here to Soy 43. Hey, that was a pretty fun time over at Propaganda. Who works at Libertech right over here, she stopped by. She ran into Sing Sing. So I'm gonna go in. My one friend Wendy says she's on her way over here. Here's my friend Wendy at Stellas bar. So another great evening here hanging out in Bangkok. It's still kind of early. It's like 12:40, and we're just kind of hanging out waiting for some of our friends to come back over from Sing Sing over on Soy 45. We're on 43 here at Stellas. It's a nightclub. Tonight's Thursday, ladies' night, so it's super popular. I think it's kind of hip-hop night, but not really my scene. It's fun, but I'm more a dive bar guy than a nightclub guy.
Oh, really?
So thank you so much for hanging out and checking it out. Consider subscribing for walks and looks around Bangkok. I really appreciate it. Have a great evening.